I don't know that there's a magic way to ask other than just be open. Any recommendations on that for you, Debbie?
Yeah. So, when we're ready, right? There are cards that are out there talking to heaven. James Van Prague has some, and you could start pulling cards to talk to them, initiate the flow of energy, meditation, going in with the intent to connect to her, or him, or your loved one, allowing them to start to work with just them. And when you're working with their energies, you're asking for an intent for them to come closer. You're asking for them to show you, whether it's, a scent or it's something that you want to see. And we have to also remember, as they're unfolding the energy, for us to be open to it. It's very gentle. They're trying to be gentle based on your dream, Nancy. You got it first in a dream. And so they're going to come in a way that our body's going to receive it in the most natural possible way, right? Without scaring us. And so if you're looking at a butterfly that could be even outside. So if you ever look at me doing a reading and say, oh my gosh, my attention is drawn to the picture behind you, Nancy, that's in the red, those dishes behind you, I'm being drawn to them. I know that your mother loved her dishes. I know that she loved her cups. And it turns into a reading because spirit directs our awareness to objects as well. So like what catches your attention is a reminder that they're with you. Or even, have you ever walked by somebody and you're like, oh my God, that looked like my mom. Or, oh my God, that looked like spirit is spirit. And so that is when you feel that vibration of like, oh yes, girl, that is like, yes, everything needs, everything that is around us that holds that memory, that gives you that memory of awakening. That's a connection.
Yes.
So we got to be aware of those little subtle connections. Girl, I appreciate you sharing your personal story with us, and we're diving into this on our own personal experiences. I got a little teary-eyed, and the minute I worked with you on the podcast, you had me in tears like over and over again. So I know that you come with the power. And so Nancy, let's say some hellos. Would you mind going into the comments? Can you see them? I'm going to pass it over to you and give some hellos.
Absolutely. Valerie, thank you for joining us. Hello. Hi, Jamie. Stasia, oh my gosh, yes, the dreams. Love the visitation through the dreams. I feel like that's when we can be our just whatever we want to be. It's awesome. Maria, welcome. Jennifer Rose. Oh my gosh, I have to say, Jennifer, I will tell you something really quick on the side. My mom's fragrance was like a rose smell. Which used to like really bother me when she was here. Like it used to hurt my nose.
Yeah.
Now I can't get enough of it. And
right.
I feel like there was a connection with you. And like, I feel like she divinely brought you and I together. I'm meaning
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
So
yes.
cool.
Yes. Hi, Mary. Oh my gosh. Kath. Oh, thank you guys so much. Hi, Jennifer McCormick. Tracy, oh wow, Erica, hi, hello, Allison. Oh my gosh, look at all these people just giving us love. I love this.
I know. And I know Debs was saying, she was in the hospital and she swore she saw her mom. Like those are things that happen, like that subtle, like, oh yes, like, oh my gosh, there you are, Deb. She said it had happened in the hospital. Her mom passed a few years later. I saw a woman walking towards me and I swore it was my mom. And the vibration when that happens, and to pause into that, like I could feel my mom right here with me as we're talking about her. So her energy is just like, she's like right front and center. I can feel her energy and her vibration. And so believe that, and welcome it. Every little thing, from their good luck charms. I don't know why, Deb, I have to say either your mom had keychains or you have a keychain and it's like a reminder of your mom, but she just impressed on me the keychain and like, good luck for, giving you good luck like a rabbit's tail. So your mom must have loved her good luck charm stuff because I just want to give them to you. So yeah, let's do some readings, girl.
The music, even the music on the radio, like goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And like, I know when my mom first passed, like I was sitting there and all the videos and the memories on Facebook comes in and I just start crying naturally, like, oh my gosh. And I know she's there and she'll come into the readings in so many beautiful ways, So what is the number one way that you have asked your mom to come to you, or like spirit in general?
So I feel like I've been a little greedy, where I was only talking to my mom for the longest time before I tried to welcome in my spirit guides and anyone else. Right. And so I immediately asked my mom to give me signs, and it was all about the 111s, the 1111s. And 10 years ago today, I almost every single day see those numbers all the time. Yeah. So that was the first thing I did. I think from there, I just really had a knowing and felt it, like you explained about the energy being around. I also remember my son when he was still an adolescent, when my mom passed, he would hear her talking down the hall. He would hear the footsteps. And I don't know, he and I had a big love fest going on, that we just knew she was everywhere in our house.
Yes.
And, we just knew that she was still with us. And,
right.
We were all hurting and sad, and she stuck right there, just trying to make sure we were all okay. So right. I also believe that they can come through right away.
Right. I agree.
That. Where, I think it depends on, if you're the right reader, you're, the right everything, whether or not, and sometimes it's just the timing is not there.
I agree with you, Nancy. Spirit can come in days, weeks before it even happens, depending on the reader, as you said, and depending on the energy. And of course, also too, spirit is spirit. You're a spirit. How many times have you said, "Oh, my mom's alive"? I'm like, "Yeah, but I can feel her and I can read her." So you're a soul. You're a spirit. So we can read you, and everyone's soul and their essence is there. And so, yeah. Oh, God bless you, Julie. I'm so sorry. She's a pro on Splitbox already. And what spirit was catching my attention is the paranormal part of things, right? Like the lights flickering, the TV going, footsteps, little things like that. How many of us have had those moments where we're like, oh my gosh, like that feeling of like, oh, somebody's here. I know somebody's here. And so those are connections. All of that is an awakening. We're all part of that. So spirit can come through in the same way. No time in spirit world. That's right. That's right, Jennifer. There's no time. And so we look at it based on like our own hurt through our lenses of what we're like, oh no, it's not time yet, based on our own grief and where we are within self. And so if you are welcoming them closer and you're wanting to connect again, songs, numbers, feathers, butterflies, things that they loved, this is what I was being reminded. I'm being brought back. See how spirit brings me back. Cooking their favorite dish and putting it on the table. So like there is this theater, it's the Majestic Theater out here in Ventura County. And so there was like this mob group of guys that hung out there. This was like their spot, they had their cigars. And so the paranormal investigator would leave the cigars at the bar because that's where he hung out. Or you give them a little shot of what they love to drink, or you're just including them, kind of like a Dia de los Muertos, and honoring them. My mother sat here, let me give you some coffee, let me hook you up, like really including them, like, how are you today? Like, are you here with me? I have clients that just, every day, good morning, Mom. Good morning, Dad. I love you, my husband or my wife. And they're giving kisses to the pictures and just remembering all of that. Even the dogs, look, our dog just passed last year, and I still wake up to the night hearing him walk down the stairs. Such a blessing. Yes, Chrissy, and all animals, all of this leaves an impression. I don't know why I'm going into a lot of paranormal, but I was at a house, and I'm allergic to cats, right, Nancy? I'm so allergic to cats. And yeah, new owners come in, whatever, but there's always residue or debris, right? And so they're like, you got to go in this attic. I'm like, no, bro, my guides told me there's cats. And he's like, you got to go in the attic. You got to go see what's in there. I said, I'm telling you, they're telling me cats, right? And so they throw these little cat balls in the closet, so they light up when the energy of the spirit comes. And then I had the gun, and I was looking at it. I said, I told you there was cats. The cats are going like this, fighting each other. I'm like, no.
Oh, that's awesome! Wow. I mean, not awesome for you, but wow.
I told you there's cats in there. They're telling me there's cats. And then you had to see it on the machines. You know, like, no, I'm not going in. I'm not going in. So, but
Wow.
that gives you an example of the technology that shows that life is truly eternal. So spirit knocks on Jennifer's walls. Our aura lights get big. Like, they are around. Like, that is what's up. So guys, let's do some readings because we can go on and on with all of this. You know, do you want to pull some cards, Nancy, and just kind of follow the names on the right side and just see who you're drawn to, and we'll start working from there.
Absolutely. Somebody caught my attention. Let me just scroll up really quickly here. I don't know why, but I feel like I need to go to her first. So let me go to, sorry guys. Chrissy.
Yeah, butterfly. There we go. There we go. Christy.
Hi, welcome. Is it okay if I come to you? All right. Okay. I think she is okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. A couple of things. I know I'm doing Jennifer's little rubbing my nose thing. So I do feel like I have I feel like I have a grandmother in spirit, or either motherly grandmother, somebody that would have like cared and loved, you know, for you in that manner. Would you understand that? I'll kind of just get right into it and tell you what I'm feeling for that. I do feel like this person, I'm feeling just a little bit of, and it could be my nerves, but I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety as I'm kind of feeling into her energy. I'm feeling like she may have had a lot of different body ailments or different type of ailments that she required, like different types of medication to treat some of her discomfort. Would you understand that? I'm not a doctor by any means, so I'm not really seeing any specific body parts, but I feel like there was some aches and pains and areas that she did need to, okay. So, well, she's a very tough woman. I'm almost feeling like she had a lot of discomfort and she really took it like a champ. Like she was a very tough woman. I almost feel a little bit of aches even in my joints as I'm talking. I'm also feeling like she didn't take crap from anyone. Would you understand this person? Not sure if it would be a mother or a grandmother, just really kind of being kind of a very strong woman. I'm feeling like the two of you bumped heads a little bit. You didn't always meet eye to eye. There were a little bit of some disagreements there. But I know that you know how much that she loved you. Okay, grandmother. She was very set in her ways. There was no changing that. She was just very, very set in how she was. I will tell you though, she is learning a lot from you on the other side, on your interaction with people and, you know, how you treat people. She's really learning a lot from you, and she's very proud of you, and she's very honored. She's so happy with the woman that you are and the woman you've become. So as I'm feeling into this energy, I also did pull a couple of cards, and I also feel like this is partly her wanting to share this with me, because I'm going to go a little bit away from the cards, even though I'm going to use them a little bit as a guide. Would you understand? I feel like you're going through a lot of transformation right now. I'm feeling like there's been some transitions that could mean with actual physical transitions, or more like, you know, clarity, emotional releases, even maybe stepping away from things that no longer serve you. Even though, just a side note, we are in Saturn retrograde, which is about clarity, acceptance, forgiveness, relief. And I feel like you're right in with that. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, you're moving in the right direction. I almost kind of see like the ocean, but it's more like not rocky, heavy waters. You're just kind of cruising along. Keep taking that path. I want to even say take the high road. I'm trying to I'm not gonna try to figure out what that means, but I'm feeling like I'm hearing you need to take the high road and just kind of cruise along with it. Sometimes you don't have to figure things out at that moment. Let them be, because they will work themselves out, if that makes sense for you. I do feel like you have been putting in a lot of self-work, self-healing, and stay along that path, because I see a lot of movement for you. I see a lot of progress. I almost can even visualize, again, I'm not a doctor, I can almost even visualize almost your body kind of going like this, like that, like that feels good. So keep doing what you're doing. Anything you want to add to that, Debbie?
No, I just could feel the love when you're bringing forward that message. You're speaking to her grandmother, and I feel, let me see if I can tap into here and see. I feel like the home, you know, like us women, like I feel like she really owned the home. She owned it. Like if her presence was there, like this is my home, this is where I'm staying. And I feel like there's this demeanor of like, this is like holding on to what's hers, right? And I feel like that same power, it's also with you, Christy. It's like, hold on to what's yours, my love. I feel like she would be in the kitchen. I feel like, you know, her presence was very strong. I feel like my energetic energy is like, boom, boom, like I got big steps to take. You feel me? So in other words, like when I'm stepping into the room, you know I'm there, is the sense that I get. I feel she comes from her heart. I feel exactly her holding on. Yes. Yeah. And, you know, I know we talked about illnesses and I talk about her things, and she just was very feisty. Like, I don't want that. Like, I'm not going to drink that. I'm not going to eat. So she was very much like, oh, no, I don't want any of that. Like, it was like she had her routine. She had things set up. She had her pill boxes together. I felt like she had her glasses on to see what she was doing. So it's almost like she fought care as well, right? So the sense I get is like people try to help her. She's like, no, I got this. Like, I'm good. Super stubborn. Yeah, like, girl, I'm good. Like, you know, I'm going to do my own thing, right? I know the month of January and February are very significant as well. The number 14, so it could be like Valentine's Day, it could be love. I feel like it's just celebrations. I also feel like I want to protect you as well. So she's very protective is the sense that I get. So I feel like, it's in other words, like, no one's going to mess with my granddaughter. She's got that vibe like, you think you can. And I love that, because I love when my grandmother and my mom come in for me like, you ain't going to play with her. And so I love that your grandmother has that vibe, because she can get down is the way I see it. Like, don't mess with grandma, you know? And she's like, oh, yes, very protective. And so I know as I feel into her essence, there's like this kind of table. It's a little bit darker brown. And I feel like she has a little bit of it. She has like you have an angel there, a little doily. You have a little candle. You say your prayers. You read your book. And I feel her pictures there. And it's like this chrome kind of silver plate. And I feel like she just has this beautiful, like a silver fox hair is this presence that she gives me. And she just smiles at you like, that's my girl. I feel like every now and then the window goes and the curtains blow, and I can sense that. And I can feel like, oh, that spirit coming in. And so I know you're very attuned also to the energies. And she's just saying, girl, reach for the stars. Don't let nothing hold you back. She's like giving me that, I'm looking in your house, girl. I'm a little creepy like that. Spirit me. But the way I feel her essence, right, is like, now I came out of the link, but let me come back into it. So the feeling that she was giving me was like, reach, keep going for the stars. Like, nothing's going to be in your way. You definitely have her on your side. And so I love that. Oh, that's like that football player, the defense, you know, like everybody that's in your way, she's moving them out of your way. So don't play. So it's like your women in your family. I don't know if you're from Scotland or you have a connection to like, this area, but I just feel like that's your roots. Like, that's my roots. This is where we come from. We work hard with what we have. We made butter. We made our own food. We go to the mill and we're just like, you know, so I like her, your grandmama. Like, that's some power she just brought in for us. So defense coordinator, that's what's up. Okay, guys. So I want to leave you with that. Nancy, great job in bringing her forward. I'll let you go in and definitely have Ruth from Scotland. Yep, girl, she was coming in on fire. She's fire. Like, remember where you come from. We're strong. We handled it. We made our food. We took care of it. Our house was important. The number 222 is important to you. So I'll just keep going. So I'm going to stop and we're going to let you pick another person, Nancy.
That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Much love. Sammy, may I come to you? Sammy, let's see. Sammy, if you're still on here, just let us know.
Oh, there she is. Sammy Louise.
Oh, Sammy. Okay. Hi, Sammy Louise. Thank you so much for joining us. I feel like I might have more than one person here. So let me tell you who I'm feeling first, and you can let me know if this is for you or not. There's a lot of people on here, so I want to make sure I'm feeling into the right energy. I am feeling a very brotherly type of energy coming through. Could have been a friend, could have been a brother, cousin. It just feels like it's somebody that you would have been close to. He's got your back, like he's your bro, he's your, somebody you would have been close to. I'm feeling like there was a lot of, let me know if you can understand that, Sammy, if you have somebody in spirit that fits that description. I'm going to keep kind of going into it. And if it's not you, if anybody else wants to let us know. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling like this person would have had a lot of depression and some anxiety.
Her son's dad, baby.
Okay. I'm feeling like the passing, I feel like there was maybe, it was suddenly, I don't know if it was, an addiction or if there was some sort of heaviness to it. But I do feel like, I do feel like, oh my gosh, like I want to talk about like what happened after, because I feel like this would have been somebody that was very, very loved by not only family, but I am visually seeing like a swarm of like friends that this really impacted. Kind of like they say that the house is packed, the house is full for this service. I'm feeling like there was a brotherly bond there, and he was definitely part of a large group of good friends. He had a lot of people around him supporting him. But I do feel like this person really tried his best to fight the fight. But I do feel like there was a lot of depression going on that he couldn't quite get ahead of.
Let's pause for a second, Nancy. We have Sammy. So you went directly to Sammy. So Sammy says, yes, she understands it. For those who also could understand this as well, continue to listen, Lisa, continue to listen, Tanya. We're in the spirit world, which means is that everyone can come close to us. And so if you're feeling their essence, please know that that is their essence stepping forward with you. So continue with Sammy. I didn't mean to stop you there. I just wanted to acknowledge others that also could fill into this. So go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for that. He just feels very large to me. Like, I know there was a lot of battles going on, and I'm hearing I've learned a lot. And I also feel on the other side that they do continue to heal and grow and learn whatever their battles were here, or whatever battles they brought with them here, however you want to look at it. But he really wants you to know, or even several of you, if this kind of resonates with many of you, that he's okay. He's okay. He's still working on growing and learning and, you know, evolving on the other side. And I feel like this person caused a little bit of a ruckus, because I feel like there was some spiraling after this, because I feel like what could I have done different? Why didn't I notice? What is happening here? What should I have done? Nothing. There's nothing that anyone could have done that you didn't maybe already, you know, offer your love, support, all of that. Sometimes, not sometimes, it is a journey within ourselves. And, you know, you did everything right. So for those that are beating themselves up, you need to stop doing that, because I do feel I'm seeing disappointment, abandonment. You know, walk away from that, leave that behind. That's not needed. You did nothing wrong. And I keep hearing walk away, leave it behind. Like, he's good.
Right.
He's so good. He's in a great place. You know, I feel like there might have been, and I don't want to get too heavy into this, but I do feel like there might have been some children or a child left behind. So I feel like I need to just express that he's watching over. I feel like it's a him. I don't know if it's multiple, but I'm feeling like him. I feel like watching over him, and I'm still there. I'm still there.
Right.
It just feels like on the other side, I feel like they can express disappointment to us. They can express apologies. They can express their sorries. And I think that was the biggest disappointment that he's trying to work out right now. Right. Yeah. But depends how you look at it too. Like, is this part of his journey? Was it supposed to? But there's a lot of hurt for the children, for the child. I don't know if this person would have been older, but he's just saying, my boy, my boy. Okay. Anything you want to add to that, Debbie?
Wow. You really brought forward the power with you, Nancy, and the healing that, for Sam, there's about 3 other people that could understand a lot of the information that you were bringing forward. So if we go back to Sammy understood everything you were saying, and you went directly to her, so you knew who you had. So I know with Sam, you know, immediately they just show me a hat with this young boy. Yes, I have one son to him. So Sammy understands this. Okay. When I see the hat, you know, I see like the sports, I see, you know, baseball, I see like the sports out there, and it's like trying to do everything by yourself and trying to do the things you need to do. I just feel like this whimsical of energy just stepping forward to uplift you. So their acknowledgement of the tiredness, they're acknowledging how challenging, they're acknowledging that you're a fighter. And I get the sense that when this person steps forward, they are also someone that has your back, if you would understand this, Sammy. So I know that this gentleman, this young man, this that Nancy brought forward is just to acknowledge love. There was this feeling of not being able to express themselves. And so I just want to express that love and gratitude is the feeling that I get. You know, when I look into this room, I feel like poster boards, rock bands, drumming, music. And so I feel like through music, through song, and I know a lot of you are also going to be able to feel into this. So I'm going to kind of go into each person that said something and try to give a small message to Sam, to Tanya, and to Jack. So I know, like, Sammy, definitely you understand this. Thank you. And so they're just stepping forward to send you their love. So I'm going to leave you with that. And then I'm going to go to Tanya. Tanya, are you still here? So I'm going to just kind of touch base with all the little other ones that could receive this. And Lisa, I know Lisa just had a passing with her brother who just went through all of this as well, which is very new. He just passed within this week. So if everyone that's in here, if we can right now hold space and send white hearts to everybody in here, if we just can flood this feed with white hearts. Thank you, Tanya. And so Tanya, you understood all of this too. And so if I were to come to you, I feel a gentleman steps forward in my awareness. Feels very much like a father. I feel this gentleman stepping forward just to say, I got you. And they're holding you in upliftment as well. So as everyone is please continuing to send the white hearts, we thank you. Tanya, when I come to you, I just feel like he stays strong. So I feel a lot of energy coming in where there's just like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. And he's just like, stay strong. These same emotions that he battled, he knows that you're also, yes, your dad, love. And so I know that this emotion that you battled, similar to this young man, he's saying, stay strong. He's got you. As the chills come forward, he's going to work on your car. He's this like mechanic dude. So like your father steps forward really quickly just to say, you know what, I see you. I feel you talking to me. I feel like I'm looking at the clouds and I'm looking at the sky and I can see the stars aligning and it's like you're waiting for that right time. And so please know, Tanya, your father's love is there. This young man is being acknowledged. And I'm just going to give you a hummingbird in honor of love and spirit. And I'm going to move it on to Jack really quick, if I may. Jack, if you're still here, and I know when you were talking, I know Jack, and thank you, Jack Handel, for being here. I feel like, yeah, baby, he's going to help you with your car. God bless you. And so spirit is on it and they know this, the energy that you're going through. And like with Jack, I just feel like boom, 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 boom. Like I want to do the drums, I'm drumming and I know you. So I know you love music. And I know when your brother steps forward, he made me feel you guys had this bond, almost like the father, son figure. So I know when you talked about a child being left behind, I also feel into this essence of like, oh my gosh, it's almost like I was the father, that was my child. There was like this bond of like, I took care of you and I took care of me kind of a feeling, right? And so this guy is like, bro, I got you, bro. Like he smiles like, yeah, that was me. So your brother's got a suave personality, kind of love the ladies. I feel like he was like, what's up? Let's do this. Are we going to do this today? So he was that vibrant person to give you that energy of boost, to have that. All right, I see you, Miss Romero. So I see you, Mr. Jack. And so he's just saying, so I see him just stepping forward and he leaves feathers. So it's interesting as feathers, either look for the feathers or you found a feather. I feel like it's really cute because I see a fairy garden. I feel like you have this little fence and you have a fairy garden of like either succulents or something on the side. I see a little bit, how sometimes they cover it with like the trash bag or like some type of plastic and you're like taking care of your plants and stuff. So I feel like look for the feathers in the corner of your house because he's there with you when you're connecting. So I'm going to leave you with your brother's love. And Lisa, really quickly, I'm just going to come to you with this really fast. And Lisa, they're making me feel like you were in tears as Nancy was bringing forward all of this essence, and I could feel the emotions. And I know, my love, you just had the loss of your brother, and I can also hear right now you're saying, just tell him that I love him. And so there's this love, and I'm sorry, there's this guilt of like, there's this feeling of like, I wish I would have treated him a little different, or I wish we would have had a different relationship, or I wish it would have been of a different way of understanding. But I feel like he's saying to me, my mind, it was just overwhelming. It was too much. After mom passed, I couldn't do this. So after your mom passed, he makes me feel that he kind of went through this depression where his energy shifted and nobody could really do anything to get him out of it. And for that, he's very sorry. He tried to listen to you, but he's also telling me that you did the best thing by moving on and taking care of yourself. So he's very proud of you. He's very proud to call you his sister. I feel like look for the change on the floor, whether these are coins. But I know, Nancy, if you want to add anything to any of these readings, I'm going to bring it back to you. Okay, love?
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel an abundance of love coming through. And I actually, a lot of times when spirits come through, Debbie's right. It could be from multiple people. They kind of blend sometimes. And I actually feel like I had so many people right before I jumped on this live. I felt a lot of different energies all around me and trying to sort it out. So thank you for jumping in, Debbie, and helping us kind of sort out who belonged to who. So thank you.
Oh, you did. You were on point, girl. You went straight to Samantha and it was her read, but spirit world, we are in the oneness. And so we're in the oneness. All of our loved ones are here, connected to each other in that ribbon of silver of the angelic realm. So you're bringing in the power, girl, of that energy. So no, they were feeling it because we're all together. Like my mom's here, your mom's there, like we're celebrating.
There are cheerleaders rooting for us. If I can I come to I'm hearing Jamie and I'm also hearing Danielle. So maybe we can kind of sort this out, Debbie.
There's a Danielle here. Danielle Pond.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So I do feel a presence of a somebody who had been like a father, somebody fatherly. And I am feeling like this person would have had a lot of family values, very prideful man. So I apologize, Danielle and Jamie. I hope it's okay that I'm coming to you. I also am feeling like it would have been somebody that works with their hands. But at the same time, I can also picture, so it doesn't necessarily have to mean like working on cars or like physically working on hands, but I also can see like writing up plans or architectural, or I mean, it very well could have been, actual working on cars, but I do feel like there was a lot of pride in what he did in that area. I'm also seeing a lot of gardening, but again, I could also be seeing that this person really took a lot of pride in planting roots. It was very important to him. Didn't always have it easy. I feel like his life was definitely not easy. This man would have worked extremely hard for everything that he had, and worked tirelessly to support the family, to keep the family going. I'm also feeling that this person would have passed some time ago. So I am feeling like perhaps, times were different a little bit back then, because I'm hearing him kind of chuckle saying, that's when we, really took pride in what we do and, worked really hard and got our hands dirty. So I don't know why, but he's taking me back to a later time where, times might have felt a little bit different, even though we all still do need to work really hard now. But I feel like he's taking me back. So it would have been a passing from a little bit ago. So feeling into his energy, would you understand his wife being on the other side with him? Because I am seeing him really enjoying life, and I can kind of see them dancing together. I just saw him kind of spin her around. I feel like he's smiling, saying, "Now this is what life is about." Not hustling and working all that work and being away from your family. Like, I finally have the opportunity to be able to enjoy the love and all of that abundance that we should be enjoying when we're here, but we get so caught up in it all. And I do feel her stepping through a little bit here, where she's definitely agreeing. And she's also bringing in lots of love. And I feel like she would have been somebody who took a lot of pride being in the kitchen. She enjoyed making family meals. I kind of see the old wooden spoons, her busily in the kitchen, and really having a lot of happiness and joy in feeding people in the gatherings. And now I do see her kind of back in the garden area. I feel like she would have had a really love for beautiful flowers, even going out to the garden and picking some fresh flowers and putting them in the kitchen. Okay. I kind of want to move a little bit into kind of where you're at. And again, Danielle and Jamie, I don't know if I'm still with both of you. But I am feeling that there has been a little bit of withdrawing and some isolation, maybe feeling a little bit, I don't want to say lost in your way, but feeling a little bit of uncertainty, where you're trying to trying to sort some things out that is really kind of moving you into a stagnant stage. So I feel like there's some regret there, some disappointment. And I feel like I'm supposed to let you know that they're telling me keep that movement going. Don't allow yourself to stay there. You're everything. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're enough. I feel like you're supposed to hear those words. There's nothing that you can't figure out. There's nothing that you can't walk through. You are a very strong person and you've got this. Again, take time to self-reflect, but you got to keep that movement going. Move forward. Even small little achievements are going to take you to the next place and going to give you that spark that you need to move forward.
Right.
So I hope that helps you. And they're there with you. They're dancing along, trying to twirl you right in.
Right. I love that. You really did have 3 people that could understand this. So you had Danielle, Jamie, and then Portas. I hope I'm saying this, Portals. So I know you were more with Danielle, and Danielle was understanding it, and she said thank you. Really quickly in here, as you were reading Danielle, I'm going to try to go again to all 3. So Spirit's very intelligent. They're making me work with you today and going into these multiple reads. So it's really cool, Nancy, how you're bringing it in hot, girl. So Danielle, your grandmother, I was sitting here as Nancy was talking, and her essence stepped in, and I could see her like cleaning her nose. Like either she was this woman who had a Kleenex or a tissue, and I'm just like cleaning my nose, right? And I feel like she would put it in her pocket and she'd sit there, and I feel like you would come in and check on her. I feel like I was watching TV. It was almost like that confused, that look is almost like the feeling that I get, if someone had some memory care or some things happening at some point, it was like you had to connect through the eyes, right? Because it was like she wasn't very vocal, or she was just taking it all in. And I could see the kids running in. I can see, Danielle, when you're saying, shh, grandma's in here, or Nana's in here, or your mom, I feel like people were just making sure that the noise was controlled. And I just feel her essence, like literally in this specific wooden chair with the floral like design, green and pink. And I feel like it was right next to the kitchen, and I feel like the kitchen was behind me, so I had access to the front door. I could see behind me, and I feel like, if I needed to get my walker to get up, or if I had trouble walking, it's like I got my walker coming in. And so I know that this essence of this lady just comes in, and she just gives, yes, you understand this, thank you. So her essence came in very quickly for you, Danielle, and her presence like was boom right here, right? And so she's like smiling. She's like, see, you see me. She says, you saw the butterflies. So I know your grandmother, Danielle, is the butterflies. I know there's a portrait or a painting on the wall before you go into the hallway to the right side of your door. So like there's the living room. I don't know if there's like a fireplace or a heater, not a fireplace, a heater or some sort on the wall, or some type of thing on the wall. And there's a picture of her right next to the side is what she's showing me. And she's like, every now and then you go and you clean it. So I feel like your family pictures, there's like a hutch or something on the side of the wall. Now she showed me all the family pictures. And this is the evidence that you're needing to validate for you. So I'm just going to leave you with her love. She says, the song I heard when Nancy was talking was Don't Stop Believing. So girl, that means like keep going, have faith, they got you. So Danielle, I'm going to leave you with your Nan's love. I thank you, Nancy, for bringing her forward. We're going to go into Jamie. Jamie, did you hear Jamie really quickly? Jamie, thank you so much for being here, Jamie. And I didn't see what part you understood, so I'm just gonna see where Spirit takes me, because I know the grandmothers were here, the Nans were here. So I'm just gonna come in with you. I get flowers, right, Jamie? And I love how I just did a cacao ceremony, and they were like showing us the flowers are part of the stars and part of the cosmos. And it's like you are definitely connected to the cosmic energy, right? You're connected to the flowers, Jamie. And I feel like you are aligned. This is the time. Don't hold back on your power, your love. If there's somebody that you want to connect in a loving way, this is like, it's almost like the 369 of the Tilsa, that guide that it's out there. It's helping you to manifest. And I feel like you have all these crystals. I'm looking down right now, and Spirit shows me my rose quartz. They're showing my citrine, or they're showing me my crystals all of a sudden. So I feel like you either have some type of crystals by your windows, and I feel like I'm just like wanting this magical life. And Spirit is like, well, why not, my love? Why can't you have that? Like, let's do it, right? And so, yes, you understand this. Yes, girl. And I feel like you got your journal. I don't know if you have a Transcend with Debbie manifestation gratitude journal, but I have one on Amazon, girl. And it talks about all the things that you're doing right now. So like manifest, keep dreaming. And so Nan, when she comes in, I just feel I do have the crystals everywhere. Yeah, girl, because I look down at my desk and I'm just like, ooh, crystals here, crystals there. And what's really cool is they're showing me my Saint Germain card, right? So I have Saint Germain. There's a prayer in here and it says, I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame to light. A light alone I bow. I am the violet flame. So it's like, let's burn some stuff up and let's bring in that healing of the masculine and feminine energy, that blue, that pink, that purple. Like, let's bring all those colors into your essence. And the reason they're doing this is because you've asked for healing. So when we're healing and we're moving through the energy, I feel like they're going to the lower chakras, right into the hands. So either you're a Reiki practitioner or you're a healer here, but the energy is flowing through you. So I want you to know spirit is working for you. I'm a man. Oh, you're a man. Okay, girl. Well, let's see, dude. Let's get you some love. I'm like, I want to bring you love. So if this is a man, then I'm going to bring you let's manifest some love, some rose quartz love. So
yes,
I got that for you. And then the other one was portals. I think it's portal. I hope I'm saying that right. Portals, a gentleman steps forward in spirit world. I don't know if you have a connection to the name Steve, but immediately I heard Steve. And I also hear the name Sam. And I also hear the name, I don't know if it's Walter, but for me, my Walter is like Walter Mercado. And Walter Mercado is like the horoscope guy in spirit world. Like he was the dude in our culture, you know? So I also feel like you guys are all kind of very similar when it comes to horoscopes, or it comes to the stars and the alignment of the cosmos, because he was the guy who was on TV and he would do like the astrology reports. And so I feel like I want to give you the hand to do some trance writing. So I don't know if you're an astrology dude or you're doing some type of like auto writing or trance. Like I feel you really in a deep trance is how I feel. Like you get deep in there. You're like, yeah, like I see this, I feel that. And so you go into depths of your work is the feeling that I get. And so with that, I feel like whatever you've been working forward to, here's the flowers again. All the flowers are bloomed. So your manifestations have just manifested. So I say, enjoy your blessings. All three of you. Nancy brought all three of you in such a beautiful way. You're welcome, my love. You're welcome. And so I feel like it's time to take your power back. To all of you, it's time to take your power back. Let's be in our power. Let's stay in that empowerment alignment. It's time to feel our own feelings. It's time to understand how you feel. Honor where you're at with your emotions, your thought, and self. And so if we're talking about self-love, as you use the crystals, as you journal, as you will wait for the alignments of the stars, take every day and make that an opportunity to move forward with pure love and intent to create a change for the better. So I leave you all with our love, spirit's love. Nancy, thank you for being a guest on Transcend with Debbie. Would you mind letting everybody know where you are and how they can find you and watch your adventures unfold?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, you can reach me at nmuratalla@gmail.com. I'm also on Instagram, which is Nancy Muratalla. I'm on Facebook, which is Medium Nancy Muratalla. So yes, I would love to connect with all of you again. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for calling me, Debbie.
You're welcome. And she just dropped her first podcast on Transcend with Debbie on Spotify, y'all. So you can hear all about her personal story, what she did as she came out of her grief, and how we went. I say we, because Nancy and I, we were talking about our mommies and how we come out of grief and how we had to go through the journey to take care of ourselves from the inside out. And so, Nancy, it is an honor to have you here as a guest on Transcend with Debbie on Things Network, Derek Akora's page, Sacred Spiral, Find Me a Medium, and oh my God, girl, the list goes on. I cannot wait to see your journey unfold, as it's already magical. So thank you, my friend. Take care,
everyone. Thank you.